Hi, chat. Welcome back or welcome to my podcast where we talk real raw and unfiltered and we get down to the nitty gritty and we talk about the shit that y'all don't want to talk about. The shit that we sweep under the rug that's not on the surface. Why? Y'all know why. Because it ain't nothing surface level with this bad bitch thing, yeah? We're going to be talking about something that I went through, an important topic to me, which is transformation through isolation and discipline. Yeah, so everybody, not everybody, no, everybody. I'm sorry. People keep wondering, Naija, how did you get like this? Like, where did this come from? Well, it's always been here, but it's just been like, bottled up. But I think people are wondering how did I get to the level of growth and confidence that I'm standing in today. Um I have one answer for y'all and y'all aren't going to like it because y'all don't want to do it. Isolation. This is how I got to, this level of confidence, this level of growth in my life. Isolation. But let's talk about it though. Thing that I had to do was sit with myself, take a look at this was in the past, but take a look at my current life, what the fuck I'm sitting in, what I don't like, how I'm contributing to it, what I'm dealing with, what I'm tolerating, what am I allowing? I basically took a look at my life and I seen that it was so much fucking stuff that I didn't like so fucking much within myself that I had to let go of, that I had to heal, the things, the people around me that was time to motherfucking go. But y'all not ready to hear this though. I literally had to change and shift my whole mindset. But it wasn't like no overnight ass shit. Like how y'all be trying to present it on social media like it wasn't no, and don't get me wrong, everybody heals differently, but that shit ain't take me no 2, 3 months. Like that shit took me 3 years. Like, and I'm not saying it's gonna take y'all 3 years, but healing is a ongoing thing. Me personally, I don't ever feel like we're done healing or we're done growing as people. But it's a lot of shit that I have healed from in the past and things that I have changed and transformed because I didn't like it. I didn't like the shit that I was dealing with. I didn't like how I was feeling. Mainly, I was depressed as fuck. I'll never fucking feel to remind y'all because how I felt inside literally reflected my whole fucking reality. Even though on the outside to everybody else, it looked at the fuck nice. Isolation is not punishment. Isolation is preparation. Thing is, a lot of people don't tell you you have to be alone before your life gets better. Like you have to go through that season and that phase of isolation before shit changes. And I wish I was lying, but it's very much so needed because it's a lot of stuff that we probably don't really acknowledge or think about that contributes to the way that we feel and the way that our external environment is going, looking, etc. People be so scared of the phase of isolation, not even knowing a lot of the times you need, so desperately need that phase of isolation. I had a phase in my life that y'all witnessed where it looked like everything, and as fuck look, it felt like everything in my life was falling the fuck apart, and the whole fucking world was a fucking against me. I felt like I had my back up against the fucking wall, and I didn't know what the fuck to do. I felt like everybody was against me. Like I was really on some fuck everybody ass shit. I was so fucking like angry. I was hurt. I was angry. Bitch, I was going through a whole bunch of different emotions, and I would just be feeling in my heart and talking to God, like talking to myself like, damn, do he not see what the fuck these people were trying to do to me? The thing is, before I isolated myself, people tried to isolate me, and it was like a whole fucking period of motherfuckers trying to bring my character down, tarnish my name, put shit on my name, get people to look at me in a bad light in a way that I fucking wasn't, just because how they were as people. You know, I'll never fail to remind y'all, misery loves company. So the thing is, a lot of people didn't know and understand. To the on the outside, yes, it looked like my fucking life was in fucking destruction and like I fell the fuck off. Not even fucking knowing whole time shit looked like that on the outside because I was getting built up from the inside. Like from the ground up. Like God, he did have to tear me all the way down for me to get like this. He did have to put a lot of shit in my face and show me a lot of people's character for me to get to this point, to show me what the fuck I need to stop dealing with, to show me that I'm not accepting and taking people for who they is, but who I want them to be. You know, the thing is, I'll never fail to remind people, when God don't want people in your life, when God don't want things, situations in your life, He's going to show you. And we have free will. We have free will. So yes, He can put that in your face. The divine will put that in your face, but it's up to you to do what you want to do. And that's the thing. He does put a lot of shit in our face, but due to the ego, due to us moving out of ego, which why I had to kill mine, can't do it. Um, because we move out of ego, we think we know what's best for us a lot of times, and end up getting the shitty end of the motherfucking stick. Whole time, a lot of people don't know, when you ignore something that God is trying to show you, whether it's about people, situations, whatever. If you keep ignoring it, knowing, and He knows, and maybe you know that it's not supposed to be in your life, oh, He's going to rip that shit out of your life in the most tremendous fucking detrimental fucking way ever, just because you didn't want to listen. And that's what the fuck happened to me. So yeah, I did go through a fucking phase of where motherfuckers was on my dick. Motherfuckers wanted to play follow the leader. But cause people is follow. That's why I don't like a lot of people from my city, because a lot of people are monkey see, monkey do hoes. A lot of people are followers. A lot of people don't have a mind of their own. But the people who do, the people who can't be controlled, the people who do have their own influence, oh, y'all don't like those ones. Y'all don't like the ones who can't be controlled, can't be put into a box. So what do? Y'all try to isolate them because y'all are intimidated. Because a motherfucker is everything that you want to be, and people thought a bitch fell off. The disrespect. I was People thought I was losing, but I wasn't losing. It was just me like having to be separated from a lot of shit. Cause I really did have to grow as a person. I was on some growth shit, and it's like misery loves company. The motherfuckers around me, they didn't want me to grow. They wanted me to stay stuck with them. So that's why they fuck. Cause it's like when you is like just like people, and then you do have the power to want to change or want to take the initiative to want to change. A lot of people who are content in the way that they are, they don't like that. Because who the fuck do you think you are? Why do you think you better than me? To where it's like, you know, no, I don't know. A lot of the times when people try to isolate you, it never has nothing to do with you personally and has all to do with them. You know, a lot of the times, sometimes we don't see what other people see. And that can be a blessing and a curse. It's a curse because people can see your light before you do. And people get intimidated when they see that light. Like, when you have just a natural influence, you don't have to do too much. You don't do too much, especially in a society, in a city, in a world where everybody tries to fit in and play follow the leader. If you can't be put into a box, if you stand up for yourself, if you're not a follower, if you're not a monkey see, monkey do ass bitch, they don't like that. It's because you have something in you that people can't control, other people can't control, or they can't understand. And it's not for everybody to understand. And that's something that I had to realize within my fucking self. And let me tell you where the fuck it started to become detrimental until I was able to see myself the way that other people saw me. For a long time, I felt like I didn't see my worth. I didn't see what the fuck other people saw in me. Don't get me wrong, I always felt like I was a beautiful female, but at the same time, I always was just my motherfucking self. I remember I had one friend specifically. I'll never forget the words that came out this whole mouth. She asked me, or she said to me, she said, everybody be on your dick. Everybody loves you. Why do everybody love you? What? And guess what I told her? I don't know. The fuck? Cause I didn't. Then I saw progressively over time why people do love me because I be myself. I don't try to do the most. I don't try to fit in. I don't try to draw attention. If anything, I hate attention, but I had to get used to attention because attention just got drawn on me fucking naturally for from me just being myself. And people hate that. People who do the most, people who have to do the most, hate that. In a world where everybody does the most to fit in and to be seen with others, with niggas, with bitches, with, you know, your light alone, how you are, your authenticity, like you just being yourself can trigger motherfuckers. Like you don't have to do too much. That tells you all you need to know. And this is why I heavily emphasize y'all have to have the right discernment when it comes to people you are around. A lot of people are opportunistic, especially when you have that light in you that other people don't have. When you're not a follower, when you can't be put into a box, a lot of people get drawn to that. A lot of people wanna eat off that. Don't let them. A lot of people are meant to stay supporters, are meant to stay fans. They're meant to stay where they're at. Not everybody is meant to get to know you on a deep ass personal level. And that's something that I had to fucking learn over time. Yeah, so many people who would intentionally try to do shit to get up under my skin, try to do stuff to tear me down, try to do stuff to get a reaction out of me. When everybody look at me now and everybody just be like, oh, like, how did this happen? Bitch, I did the work. I did the work. I did the stuff that a lot of people don't want to do. I sat with the ugly parts of myself, and I, observed and analyzed, what did I need to fix? What did I need to remove? What did I need to, what am I overexerting myself in, energy in? What am I, over pouring in? And I learned to pull my energy back from shit. And people don't like that either. Your light alone can irritate people's demons. Isolation does not break you. If anything, it just builds you up into a stronger person. Stronger, self independent, not needing other people to help you think, help you make decisions, or help you know what the fuck is the right thing to do. People cannot help you be a good person. Only you can do that. People can be catalysts, but it's ultimately always up to you. And because I went through all the trials and tribulations that I did, a lot of people feel like, oh, because I look like this, or because on the outside, it looks like I just get everything handed to me, that everything just comes to me easily. But y'all don't know me and my life personally. So of course y'all gonna have y'all own perception. I don't walk around like my shit don't stink. Y'all just think that. Okay? And that's the thing with a lot of people who irritate people's demons. A lot of people think they walk around like they shit don't stink, or they think that people like me think that we are perfect and that we don't have no flaws. But that's the thing. We never said we didn't have no flaws. If anything, we show and we present our flaws to show that we do have flaws and that we aren't perfect. But that also irritates people, because that's something that a lot of people can't do. So it's probably like, okay, new me, new bitch, y'all probably to y'all, but to me it's just, I have a stronger sense of self. I'm very firm and strong in who I am and my identity as a person. And that's what isolation did for me. If you knew better, y'all know you would do better. You can.